Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Getting to spend some time here with one of my favorite people in the industry of staffing, and that's Marsha Murray. She's a leader at what she does, and recently her company that started literally out of her home with a small loan has developed into a rather large company servicing some of the largest companies in America, Fortune 500 companies, and has just hit a huge milestone. I would say you guys didn't look a year over 20, but you also actually hit 25th anniversary. Marsha Murray, congratulations and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here today.
You bet. Glad to. Good to see you. And 25 years, time goes fast when you're having fun.
It really does. It is absolutely amazing to me. It's been 25 years.
It's unbelievable. Yeah. And you had an anniversary party. Unfortunately, I was triple booked that night, so I had to let two people down. But I wanted to be there, but I saw the photos and it looked like a fantastic event.
Thank you. We had a great time, and we just appreciate everybody who was able to come out and help us celebrate.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us about the story of your company.
Well, like you mentioned, I decided to open a staffing and recruiting firm. I had worked in the business for a couple of years and really had an understanding of doing the placement work itself, and had two small children. They were 3 and 7 at the time. And I borrowed a couple $1,000s from my dad, bought some business cards and a correcting selectric typewriter, if that gives you any indication when that was.
Those with the ball, right? You had the ball in there.
It had the little ball in there, and we were so impressed because it could actually correct versus putting the little carbon in there and doing it. And anyway, that's how I got started, and just kind of worked my way up and built slowly and carefully, and managed to survive some of the downturns in the economy, and we're just blowing and going now, and really, really happy.
Yeah, and you did that out of your home.
I did. I worked at home for the first year, and then I moved into an office space with a couple of other professional women who were also in the industry. Did that for a couple of years, and then moved out on my own in '92.
Yeah, and have you been in the current location since '92?
I have been in the current building since '92.
Right, but you've taken more and more space.
Yes, we've gone from 400 square feet, I think is my smallest space, to around 5,000 square feet.
Yeah, you have now a significant part of the first floor of a great location in one of the hottest parts of Houston, right there in the Memorial City area.
Right, Metro National buildings right across from the Memorial City Shopping Mall. We're very, very excited to be in those buildings.
Awesome location, and it's the future center of Houston.
That's what we hear. In fact, it is now currently the demographic center of Houston, Gessner, and I-10.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So that's awesome. So a lot of ups, a lot of downs. Yeah, tell us a little bit about some of those stories, that make you a better company today, but they weren't pleasant to go through.
Well, there are quite a few, but the one that rings the truest to me is I decided early on in 2000, end of 99 really, to jump into the IT world. It was just booming, and the .com era was strong, and we decided to branch out. I hired 2 or 3 IT recruiters and researchers and did a whole new build out for them, and put quite a bit of money into my new IT division right about the time that the .com era busted in mid-2000. And that was right, 9/11 right after that, and then Enron collapsing right after that, and bad timing on my part. So, but that's one of those things.
Doesn't come with a crystal ball, does it?
It does not come with a crystal ball. And, of course, now I'd love to be back in IT because it's doing great, but you just really never know. So.
You never know. That's exactly right. And so, what was the takeaway from that, though? I mean, I'm not sure if you can even get a takeaway out of that one.
I don't know that there was a real takeaway in that, other than I can say that IT was really not my passion. Mm-hmm. I was really more, I think, involved in keeping my client happy and following a trend of a need that was out there versus doing something that I think I felt really passionate about. So that's why I've not gone back into it. I feel like we want to stay to our core offerings.
Yeah. And I guess so the lesson is the lesson Warren Buffett keeps telling people that, you better do what you believe in and know what you know rather than the stuff that seems to be hot at the moment.
Right.
So that's a great lesson. I think that's a challenge we all have, because we almost feel foolish to let a huge trend happen in front of us and not figure out how to harness it.
Absolutely. Got to give it a shot.
Got to give it a shot.
Yeah.
So tell me about, that sweet spot then that is for you. What are those things that do match your values and your passions?
The sweet spots for us in terms of the positions that we provide for are the professional level positions such as engineering, accounting, management, human resources, and then the administrative clerical positions. So all the office-related, professional, and administrative.
And there's plenty of money in all those areas.
Oh, there is. Right now, it's booming.
Yeah. And what's interesting is that, people talk about, and the economy is still really soft when it comes to employment, but the reality is not for professionals. It's still really, really hard to find quality professionals.
Very, very, very hard to find quality professionals. Engineers and accountants are in huge demand right now, but only the top level experienced, ones that have it all going on, and those are the ones that we're trying to locate and get in touch with.
Absolutely. So in terms of trends that are happening today, what are you watching and what are you excited about today?
Well, we're just seeing a lot of trends in terms of the hiring in the city of Houston, and we're real excited about that. Generally, we see that temporary division lead us out of a recession, and we've seen a lot of expanse in our direct hire business this time. I think that people had gotten down to bare bones in their staff, and their businesses are all picking up, and it's looking strong, and so they're in a hiring mode, and so we're out there trying to find fresh top talent for them to get their businesses going again.
Awesome. Marsha Murray is my guest. She's with Murray Resources. Murray Resources, Murray, resources.com, celebrating 25 years in business, which I think is awesome. And tell me real quick, at your event, I saw a lot of people in those pictures. How many people showed up?
Oh, gosh. We had about 100 RSVP. Yes, they would be there. I don't really know exactly how many made it, but
looks like a pretty significant percentage.
We had a good turnout. We're very excited.
Yeah, it was awesome. Where did you have that at?
At the Royal Oaks Country Club. Beautiful venue for having an event.
That's a great venue. Yeah, I tell you, and that's awesome that you threw a party for yourselves, and that's cool. I like that.
We did to celebrate and to have a little fun and to say thank you to, we have some clients that have been with me since the day I opened my doors.
Yeah.
And, it's kind of a way for us to say thank you and to recognize them as well.
Absolutely. They're part of your growth. We are enormous and continued steadfast growth, which is most important, rather than volatile growth that you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I think it's fantastic. And always exciting to see you. It's been too long since we've had you on. I'm delighted we've been able to spend some time with you. When you look at those areas that you're in business in, is there any particular area that you're seeing a lot of movement? I'm assuming oil and gas just continues to surprise you.
Well, the energy companies and the energy services companies, of course, are expanding. But what we're seeing a big demand for, that we're just having a real hard time getting enough good quality engineers, and that's, of course, where we're seeing a lot of requests. But any of the professional level positions, we're seeing a huge demand, and administrative is also going strong. So really in all areas, it seems like everything's kind of moving and all industries are moving, but the energy sector does always lead the way out of the market.
Yeah, in this market, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Marsha Murray is her name. Murray Resources, Murray, resources.com, 25 years. Having a little bit of a smaller birthday party, but we're glad that you could be here to share your success with us.
Thank you. And I would also like to say thank you to you, Kevin, for the help that you've given me and the support that you've given me in my business, and just being here to tell the world about what we do. And we're very, very happy and very pleased for you.
Well,
thank you so much.
I consider you a good friend and glad I've been able to do that. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you.
All right, when we come back, we're going to have much more for you. Do want to encourage you to check us out over there at priceofbusiness.com. Great audio, video, articles, and more. And don't forget our partners over there at usdailyreview.com.